Let's clear and ground the energies. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello and welcome to ArcanaUniverse. This is going to be Taurus 2025 energy forecast reading. Let's get started. As a friendly reminder, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. We do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed, but you will know if this is your story and which side you're on. All of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the perfect time. Feel free to check out the playlist portion of this channel for all the readings nicely organized here for you. Alright, so this wanted to pop up. Okay, so I sense some sort of heartbreak due to third-party energies, lying, cheating, stealing, just low vibe energy, just overall. Okay, somebody here is hurt, and this could be your energy, the person that you're dealing with. You know, I read energies here, so regardless of the signs, whether you are, you know, strong Taurus placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Stellium, or you may be dealing with a Taurus, or if you're just in here, you may resonate in some shape or form, but you'll know whether or not this is your story, okay? But I see here, 2025 is going to be definitely a year of healing. There is some sort of hurt energy, but let's dig in a little deeper, okay, and just see what we're dealing with. We'll go from January through December, and feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as I post monthly, and you get to see all the wonderful videos that I post. Anyways, so January, there is a need to be very strict, okay? Or I'm just getting the strict energy. Somebody here is coming in with a lot of communication, but I feel like somebody here is choosing sides, okay? So perhaps, you know, you and a person may have gotten into an argument, but somebody here chose them over you, or something like that, vice versa. You'll know how it fits to your situation. But and ultimately somebody here feels like that's not fair. It's just like there needs to be some sort of acknowledgement, and but instead somebody here is being put up on a high chair, and it's almost like they're untouchable, and as a result somebody here is instead trying to focus on their work, on their craft, their money, finances. Advice. So it's talking about, you know, it's something to be said about be the bigger person, okay? You can't win them all. You can't try to, you know, it's not always going to be in this energy's favor all the time. And by having this energy of being the bigger person, the mature person, and because by being immature, by somebody being here being like, well, that's not fair, and like pouting and stuff like that, it's not going to be helpful. It's just going to not only make the situation worse, but you're going, or the person that is resonating with this is going to feel more like, not to say they're going to be, you know, throwing a pity party for themselves, but it just kind of feels like it's not going to be beneficial for them to dwell on this. Okay, so it's just saying, you know what, you can't win them all. If something didn't go in your favor, vocalize it, and just move on. Okay, that's the message for January, February. Oh, nice, lovely. Okay, February is going to be an amazing month. Okay, there's going to be more freedom, this energy of freedom, like doing what you want to do. There's nobody necessarily telling you what to do. So I'm just getting a lot more freedom energy. Okay, hello, Steph. Welcome, welcome. And somebody here, perhaps, money's flowing or money's coming in, or somebody here is doing what they love to do. Okay, so uh, so Steph, if you read the description of this video, I am taking questions, but feel free. I think if you're not able to send over super chats, you're more than welcome to send that amount through Cash App instead. And then once you do that, let me know, and then I can answer a question during the live. I also provide one-on-one personal sessions. All of that information can be found in the description of this video as well. Otherwise, if you're hoping just for a free reading, this is exactly what's happening. I'm volunteering my time so that I'm able to help those who are not able to, give energy exchanges in the form of money. But I try to have options. Aw, Kiki's wrote, girly, I swear I make it to all of your vids. Aw, that is so sweet of you to say. And thank you for coming. And thank you for joining one of my lives and saying hello. I appreciate it. Yay, I'm glad to have you here, okay? Um, so so February energy, it's amazing. Somebody here just gets to do what they love to do, and it's almost as if they get to be like a kid and live in their truth in a sense. So I feel overall very happiness energy. Okay, so March, look at that. Oh my goodness, love it, love it. March is a great month for you too. Is talking about how there's a lot of, like, somebody here has strong emotional feelings, and also somebody, this could be also a family member or somebody that wants to be a family, you know but it just kind of feels like, it just feels really reciprocated. Okay, it just kind of feels like somebody here feels safe and secure and in comfort, and there's definitely a strong theme of family, is what I'm picking up. And so this may be, in March, may be a time where you get to perhaps spend time with family, or a family comes to visit, or something like that. Okay, advice, I feel like I'm throwing in an advice. Okay, so there may be possibly a father figure that you may not see things eye to eye, like, or a strong masculine energy. It's not gender specific, but somebody that comes in hard with very stubborn like energy, as if they're a know-it-all. Okay, when it comes to this energy, it's saying, at the end of the day, it's all talk, it's all communication, right? Oh, Steph wrote, my dad is visiting me from out of state in March. Oh, well, thank you for confirming. Thank you for confirming. That's great. But so yeah, the advice is, if there is any butting of heads, or if there is any difficulties because somebody here is being stubborn or set in their ways, or just perhaps their communication style is just very direct and too straightforward. It's not quite tactful. When that happens, just realize, at the end of the day, it's their communication style. At the end of the day, it's just words. And at the end of the day, you guys both know that there's a lot of love and care, and at the end of the day, it's coming from a good place. So just focus on that. If there is any conflict or butting of heads, remember that. Okay, so April. Steph wrote, he is a know-it-all. Yeah, that's funny. So April, I'm picking up on some sort of not stagnant, but just very like slow-paced energy, especially if it comes to like finances or money coming in. If it kind of feels like you're coming up short when it comes to finances, it's there is somebody that might be able to help financially, okay? And it could be in reverse. If you see somebody is struggling financially, you may be the one that is going to uh, help financially. But regardless, it's just there's a but. I feel like there's a but. See, there's a strong like lack of finances coming through. Just make sure that the money is being spent productively, efficiently, wisely, okay? Like that is not just being spent willy-nilly, you know what I mean? It's especially if it's money that is being given. The person that is receiving the funds, they need to be more mindful and not just be splurging, especially if they're tight on funds. And so um, just be mindful of that because it may I just don't want there to be any conflict because somebody was not being mindful with their spending, okay? Hello, Donald. Welcome back. So, during the last reading, when I was doing Gemini's, Seven popped up in there, and he was all good, hugs and kisses and everything. So, and then I told him, I was just like, Donna was worried about you, and he was like, oh. So long story short, he's doing fine, and that is so sweet that you care enough to say something about it, and yeah, oh, so just to fill you in. Okay, so that was April, right? So the thing is, Donald, because Donald wrote, I was wondering how he felt after some of the things he disclosed. Well, some of the thing, or is that normal for him? But the thing about him is he deletes things he says anyway, so it's like, you know, he may not even remember what he said. So it's just like, only we know. Deal for real, real. You look radiant tonight. Aw, shucks. Thank you. So kind, so kind. Um, so let's move on to May energy. May energy. Okay, you know what? If we reach 10 likes by the time we finish this, maybe I'll do all signs for this one. Throw in a little special thing for Tauruses. Why not? Or cross watchers of people who are in here. So, yeah, if we reach 10 likes by the time we finish with December, then we'll do all signs tapping into each of a quick energy check-in, okay? So, so So Justin, I did post up Libra. You're more than welcome to check out the playlist portion of this channel for um, the Libra folder if you want to check that out, right? I would say, Donald, it's more of a reward, more of a reward because I like to reward. If we get up there, it's just like, why not? And, you know, a little treat. I don't have to do it. I can just be like, oh, we're done. December. I'm packing. I'm gonna go over to Aries, but I'm giving that as an option, as a little bonus for you. Okay, so You know, it's how you perceive it. How you perceive it. So May. May is talking about there is definitely still this essence and energy of um, family. Okay, family is coming in strongly. Okay, hello, I'm here. Welcome back. There's still this energy of family. I see your family energy is coming in very strongly. You know. Oh yeah. Oh. And so, but it's talking about just there is some sort of waiting around energy that I'm picking up where it just kind of feels like things are it's like nobody wants to step on each other's toes kind of energy. So somebody here just wants to refrain from uh, having conflict and and the thing about it is, and remember, this can be who you also consider like family. They don't necessarily have to be like blood, but it just there is some sort of confusion energy. Okay, I am getting something about like an inheritance or something like that. Okay, all right. Hello, Saboon. All right, you know, let's just stick with the cute part. Let's not add fruits in there for comparison, okay? I don't think I don't think being compared to a fruit is like unless maybe if it's like peaches, maybe that's okay. But I don't know. I don't know. um Oh my gosh. Uh, uh, that's not too bad, I guess. I guess. um, mangoes are good. Mangoes are nice. Aw, yeah, for sure. For sure, someone. Oh my gosh. You know, I try to keep this G rated. Maybe PG-13. So we're not gonna go too crazy, okay? It's surprising, I know, but I do have some kids watching this. They're like, ooh, Arcana. Let me watch you. You know? So I try to be tasteful. Um, So May, there's something about I'm getting the word inheritance or something like that. Something that was given, but it didn't really come. It kind of came with strings attached, is what I'm seeing here, or like perhaps there's like taxes associated with it, or like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like oh here are resources, money, funds. Here, it's not just easy like that. There may be plentiful amounts of it, but at the same time, there's some sort of burden energy. It's almost as if like it needs to be used in a certain way, or it's something like that. Okay, what's the advice? It's talking about don't feel like you need to spend it or do something with it or like invest it, or you know what I mean? It's just like just chill, just take it easy. You know, there may be some opportunities that pop up, but it's just like perhaps finish one thing and then focus on doing something. It's just like I'm just getting a little bit of a chaotic energy. So just kind of wrap something up first. Finish if you have something that needs to be, you know, tied up. You know, loose ends needs to be tied up, etc. Deal with that first, and then move on into doing whatever you think you need to do with it. But it's almost as if like don't touch it right now. You know, that kind of energy. Okay. Uh, Donna wrote, it's tax refund season. Oh. All right, so June. Okay, it's a warning. June is a warning. It's talking about there's gonna be an energy that comes in. The energy that I'm picking up is very they're smart and very um, they're very like good with their words or good at persuasion or something like that. But what they want is very selfish. Okay, it's like they just want to come in and just rock the boat and get what they want, get their fulfillment, and then dip. And it's going to create a lot of confusion and uncertainty. And somebody here may feel, I don't want to say used, but like a little defeated because there is a lot of like love within the connection, but just somebody here is just, you know, taking advantage of the situation and just wanting what they want, and it's just leaving a lot of confusing energy. So and what sucks about it is because one side is really have strong emotional feelings for this, and so what's the advice? Let them go. Let them go. Like it's just something about they're just in it for some sort of gain, like physical gain, or and they haven't been honest from the beginning. Okay, it's like I'm getting I'm getting that example. Yeah, very manipulative energy. It's just like I don't know if you some of you guys watched Frozen, and where that one love interest, like they just come in all strongly and stuff like that, but they had an agenda from the beginning and they weren't necessarily being themselves from the start. And so whether this is in romance or in partnership or business, what have you, it just be mindful. Like somebody doesn't really have great intentions and they've been faking it. Okay? All right. Well, Donald, Frozen. Well, I'm not even talking about Frozen 1, and Frozen 2's already been out. So this at this point, this is public knowledge. So you know, up to you if you want to watch it. But I don't think I was pretty vague. I was pretty vague, right? But yeah. Yeah. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, Donald. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, but I apologize if you really planned on watching it and I spoiled some aspect of it for you. Okay? But I will say this. the beginning, it's slow. It's a little slow. It's a little slow, I will say that. But it picks up. It picks up. I kind of feel like this is a very Frozen vibe too, isn't it? A little bit. Okay, so let's move on. So that was June, right? July. Okay, in July, things are going to feel like it's a reality, and there's going to be a lot of stress involved because somebody here feels like, oh my gosh, like, somebody here is saying like, oh, I really cared and I really thought this was gonna go somewhere, but at the end of the day, somebody here is very stressed out and felt like, there was a lot of false promises, empty promises, and somebody here was just saying things to get their fulfillment, their want. And yeah, so for some of you, it was literally just, they just wanted to be intimate. There was something about, oh, they just wanted intimacy in a sense. And when they realized that this wasn't a long-term thing and it was very short-lived, or it just, somebody here feels played, when they realize how they have been treated, this energy is going to be like, no, how could you? No, you don't have access to all of this anymore. Like somebody here is just very stressed out that they were played this way, okay? Yeah, Donald wrote they didn't want to buy the cow when they got the milk for free. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I've used that um, analogy before, and yeah, yeah. So yeah, but that's the great thing, though. Some people sees endings as like, oh my gosh, like wasted my time, wasted my energies. It was a dead end. But guess what? It's better to find out now than waste eons, like months, weeks, months, years later. So it's better to find out now, okay, than prolong it even further. August. August is talking about some sort of there is some sort of delay when it comes to like a project. Oh, so anyways, so isn't it funny? I was remember this what we started out the reading. It was talking about some sort of heartache and betrayal and all of that, and so I could definitely see here that somebody here is taking it very hard to the point where it's affecting their work and their finances in a sense, like, but the advice is somebody here needs to be able to compartmentalize their personal lives and their business life, okay? Try not to let, if something bad happened in your personal life, try not to have it affect your business and vice versa as well. So just try to keep things separate, even though it may be hard. It's a work in progress, but just know that whatever has happened, it has happened, and it's how you move on from there that is going to affect the trajectory of how you live your life and how you're being affected by it, okay? So it's okay to grieve and stuff like that, and let it out and vent, and whether that is having a personal time for like TLC and like taking care of yourself and having a spa day, or if it means going on vacation, going out of town, taking in the scenery and the nature, or if it means meeting up with friends, and whatever it is, whatever it is, take the time to do that if it's necessary, but do not dwell on it so much that it's affecting other areas of your life. Okay. All right. So that was June, July. Oh, that was August, was it? Donald wrote, "Why do girls always want to do a spa day or get a makeover after a heartbreak? If they really get hurt, it'll be a tattoo or piercing." Oh no. You know, I think it's like, I think it is probably like new look, new me, like that kind of energy, like something fresh, you know, something different. And it also depends on the person. Sometimes they'll just be so stagnant. They'll be frozen in time and not be able to even get out of bed or do simple things. So it just really depends on the person. I think if anything, if they decide to do a spa day and stuff like that, that's it's probably better for them than being trapped in their bedroom all day and sulking. But there's a time and a place. Okay, some people need that. Some people just want to become a hermit and just cut contact with the world for a little bit. It is, you know, and then when they feel like, okay, I want to get back out there, then they try to spruce up and pamper themselves and redirect that energy towards themselves, um, versus being so focused on other people that have hurt them. You know, yeah. So that was August, right? So September, yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah. You know, it is definitely talking about. I'm definitely getting this energy of somebody just laying around in their PJs all day and night and just sulking, okay? Donald wrote, "Someone cut in front of me at Walmart today. I'm gonna get a pedicure." Hey, you know, you do you. If that makes you a little happy, it makes you less stressed out, do it. Go for it. But yeah, September, it's like somebody here is just, they've been heartbroken and they're going through it. But guess what? They're, you know, just like how we just talked about, they're going to pour that love back to themselves, and they are going to slowly come out of their uh, cave and perhaps even do like get a haircut or like get a new wardrobe or go do a little detox and incorporate more fluids and stay hydrated. And you know, it's encouraging, make sure that you're taking care of yourself and that you are consuming nutritious meals and etc. And by doing all of that, by treating yourself, by pampering yourself and putting that energy back to yourself, you're going to feel more attractive and more, you know, freshened up and ready for the world, you know? Okay, so October. Okay, so October, it's going to be kind of like a transitional period for those of you who are looking for love or looking for some sort of companionship. I see that there's definitely going to be somebody here is going to try to open up and try to welcome uh, positivity into their life. And during this time, there's going to be a lot of soul searching, going within, connecting with their spirituality, and they're going to be elevating, ascending in some sort of sense. Yeah, it's good energy. Like by October, you know, somebody here is definitely going to be in a state where they are going to be able to welcome love in. Okay? November. So funny, right? We're talking about November and we have the Scorpio energy coming in strongly. So, November, it's like a death and rebirth energy. And it's almost like, as mentioned, we're talking about ascension. I see here somebody is going to kind of shed their past selves so that they could make room for their new selves. It's almost like, a caterpillar and the cocoon phase, and then here comes the butterfly. And so once they truly embrace letting go of the past, people, places, or things that no longer serves them for their highest good. They were, toxic, low vibrational, a black hole in a sense. Once they do that, they're going to make space and room for more positivity in their life. And so just keep at it, keep going strong, and make sure to find some level of balance, because finding balance within yourself is creating some level of justice for yourself as well. Because injustice would be to let what the person, place, or thing that affected you negatively, that brought you down, was trying to bring you down in a sense, to continuously think that, to continuously dwell upon that, is unfair to the other individual, right? And so make sure that there is justice and fairness for yourself as well. All right, December. So December, I am getting like either a new romantic interest or some sort of like best friend energy, somebody that you can trust. They are coming in, and they're coming in with some sort of like generous energy. So when this energy comes in, somebody still has some sort of trauma from the past, and they're going to start thinking like, oh my gosh, what if they hurt me too? What if this, what if that? And the advice here is, the person that is meant for you, the person that is meant to be in your life, to be a positive aspect in your life, they're not going to hurt you. They're going to come in. They may challenge you to, you know, you guys may challenge each other to be better versions of yourselves, but at the end of the day, they're going to be committed to sticking around. And so try not to let past experiences and past traumas uh, affect your future. Okay, that's where we need, as mentioned for the November portion, make sure you don't let your past be bind you, be weighing you down, so that you can't move forward. Okay, bottom of the deck, what is it? Look at that. So, okay, it's saying when new love comes in, try not to reject it, okay? Try not to reject it. Obviously, you know, not everybody is going to be the one or the partner, etc., right? And so just we have to be mindful of who deserves our time and who doesn't, and who's in it for the short term versus the long term. And so it's like God is throwing all of these instances, scenarios, so that you can almost hone in on, you know, not, I don't want to say reading people, but knowing and seeing the red flags, you know? Who has the red flags? Who has the green flags? Who has the potential to hurt and who doesn't? Like who actually cares? It's almost like being confident enough to and being secure enough when a good thing comes along, hold on to that. Do not reject it due to some sort of trauma from the past. Not everybody is going to hurt you. Okay? Some people will, some people won't, but it's up to you to recognize whether or not somebody is going to be a positive addition versus a negative one. All right, so we need 3 more likes. I'm going to count to 10. And if we reach 3 more likes, so 10 likes total, I'm going to do all signs. And so, everybody, have you located the like button? Yes. And we're going to count to 10. And 10, 9, 8, 7. Donald wrote, when did you first find out you were going to win? I mean, I always, labels aside, okay, that I always knew, I always like pick things up. I could tell, I could read people's energies, people's intentions, what they're thinking. Like I always had it, and I was just like, what? You can't do that? You can't do that? Like, no, but I always sensed it, but I kept it to myself. I kept it to myself, and I was just like, okay, all right, and yeah, I always knew, and then it was, through my like spiritual awakening and stuff like that, I was just like, wait a minute, like I could really feel the difference, like from the best way to describe it is just it's like from a muggle to a non-muggle kind of thing where it's just like, wait a minute, what? It's like the difference was night and day where I was able to fully accept it and was just like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I kind of like let go. I really let go and truly embraced it, and it just became very clear, crystal clear. It's also like another example. Hollywood tries their best to tell those kinds of stories as best as they can, and another example would be like Ghost, the movie Ghost, and like Whoopi Goldberg, where like in the beginning, like she felt like a muggle in a sense, and then something clicked, and it's just like the gates like fully opened, and was just like, what, I'm not saying I see ghosts, or I'm not saying that, and I already told God that's not what I want. That's the last thing I want. But I when I channel, it sometimes feels like that, where you are able to feel the energies and the emotions. It's undeniable. Okay, so I'm going to count to 10. 10. 3 more likes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, what? 2, 1, 0. What? No, I don't. Is that like a movie reference? I don't know. But but I will say this. One of the reasons why I utilize the tarot cards as my preferred divination tool is because, I want to have my life too. You know what I mean? So again, it's about compartmentalizing, my spiritual world and my personal world, right? Oh. I don't think it wasn't sculptures. It was like pottery. It was pottery. No, no, I get it. I get what you were trying to say. Yeah, yeah. Um, um no, 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 I don't. All right. Aw. Isaiah wrote, "That smile is intoxicating. Missed your stream." Oh, thank you so much. So kind, so kind. So, okay, we didn't reach 10 likes total, but I will leave one final message as a little bonus for those who are in here. Okay? What's the final message? Look at that. Okay. It's saying there's some sort of like emotional tie when it comes to like money, is what I'm seeing here. Perhaps when you think of money, or when this energy thinks about money, they think about family. Okay, it's almost like somebody here either like feels guilty about the money or something like that. But it's saying if money comes in and it, let's say it is from family, or it is for family, okay, it's it's coming from love. Okay, it's coming from love. And just because there is not enough money or not enough cash flow, that doesn't mean, you know, the love isn't there. Okay, it's almost like somebody here has tied, or they think money is equivalent to love and vice versa. And it's just like this is some sort of relationship with money that it has been a traumatizing experience. Okay, somebody here is very stressed out about this, and so it's encouraging. Like if somebody here wants to be independent, um, they need to do what they love. Okay, first do try to do what they love, because that is going to build confidence. Imagine being paid to do what you love, or not having to worry about finances because you're doing what you love. Like it's very fulfilling in itself. And so, there may be some sort of pressure, like, oh well, my parents always expected me to do this, or they may say something like, oh, like that's not a real job, or something like that. There's some sort of pressure when it comes to that. And the message here is that's their beliefs, that's their want. And there may be a part of us where we may want to please them, or something like that. But you just have to remember, at the end of the day, you're living your life. You're not living somebody else's life, somebody else's dreams and goals. No, so do what you want to do what you love, because that in itself is going to release some sort of defensiveness and some trauma when it comes to money, like blockage and challenges. Yeah, let go of those burdens. You know, it, somebody here is torn apart. So somebody here may also be torn apart between careers, or the direction and trajectory of their careers. And so, yeah, just, you, take a moment. I feel like this may be like a huge decision that needs to be made. And so really think about it. Like I don't want you guys to, make a hasty decision, Like really think about it, and so that you can be confident. So once you make that decision, then you could actually go towards it in a confident manner without regrets, in a sense. Okay, that so that you can, once you finally make that decision after resting and healing and perhaps even saving up a little bit, so that if you end up going after what you want, and you may not see funds immediately, at least you have like a backup plan, in a sense, that at least a little nest saved up, so you can actually confidently go towards what you actually want to do. So yeah, money, 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 money. Okay, sorry. I had to finish it. I couldn't just leave you hanging after, Anyway, so as mentioned, money comes and goes. Money is energy, and if you ever felt like you didn't have enough at one point, that doesn't have to be forever. Okay, that's a mindset thing. It doesn't always have to be that way. Hey, Donna, that's what you love to do. If that is your passion, you know. But remember what I said. It's okay to. I don't want you to do things like overnight. Prepare for it, and like save up a little bit so you're not struggling in the initial beginning during the transitional period. So, if that's what you're truly passionate about, yeah. Okay, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to reset. I'm going to reset and do Aries next. Okay. So if you would like to join me for that, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, click on the notification bell if you would like to be notified of when I go live or post new content. So, but thank you so much for all the likes, the comments, the support. Hello, Damon. So, thank you. And so I'm going to reset and come right back on here. So I'll see you then. And if not, I'll see you another time. All right. Thank you.